of ARM processors and ARM7 processor. Along with these, some advanced ARM processors are also there. They are divided into 3 groups. So the architecture has evolved over time. Used in smartphones is these profiles. A profile, you can find A profile, or at least one processor type you can find as one of the core. Out of the 8 cores or the 4 cores. So we have additionally one more advanced processor is there, secure core processor. So SC300 to SC000 to 300. These are the different versions of secure core processors. Cortex-A series. So this type of processors are known as high performance processors for feature-rich operating systems. The rich operating systems are like Linux, Android, Symbian. So this to achieve performance with the processors and to support this type of the mentioned operating systems, so we prefer Cortex-A series. The Cortex-A series supports Linux and Android operating system. As I said, in each and every smartphone, we find at least one ARM Cortex processor, either A profile or R profile or M profile processor. In multimedia applications and in smartphones, we find this type of processors. So all of our Cortex-A processors deliver exceptional 32-bit performance. Almost all the processors are ARM processors are 32-bit processors. We have the latest processors A72 and A57. A53 also we can use in the latest smartphones. We find in the latest smartphones. So they deliver high performance 64-bit, 32-bit and 64-bit performance, and enabling next generation mobile networking and server products. Some of those processors are also used as servers. The processors are available in single core and multi-core varieties. So we may use this as a single core, and you can use these processors along with some other processors. The example is Neon multimedia processing blocks and advanced floating point execution units. We find the cores A profile core processors in integrated Neon multimedia processing blocks and advanced floating point execution units. So these are few of the applications of the A profile process. So we find these in smartphones, netbooks, e-readers, digital TVs, home gateways, servers, and networking. That is about A series processors. Then coming to R series, R means real time. For real-time embedded applications, we go for R series processors. R4 to R8, different versions of R profile processors are available. You can choose as per your requirement. The Cortex real-time embedded processors have been developed for deeply embedded real-time applications where the need for low power and fast and deterministic interrupt control are balanced with exceptional performance. Real-time in mostly for real-time applications, so we use these R series processors. These are few of the applications of R series process. Automotive braking systems means in automobiles, ABS, anti-lock braking systems. To operate ABS system, we use this R series. Likewise, power strain solutions, mass storage controllers, hard disk controllers, networking and printing applications, modems and communications also we find R series processors. That is about Cortex R series. R4 to R8 are there. Then coming to M series processors, microcontroller profile processors. So these are cost sensitive. We prefer these M series processors. Only 6 students are there, excluding me. Only 5 are there. Okay, that is your wish. I don't have any problem. In future, you are going to suffer cost sensitive solutions for deterministic microcontroller applications, where there is a need to design microcontroller applications and cost is the major constraint. Then we go for Cortex M series processors. The applications include microcontrollers, mixed signal devices, analog and digital signal processing Those are called as mixed signal processors. We find we use M series processors for mixed signal devices, mixed signal processing, smart sensors, automotive body electronics, and airbags. We find these airbags in again automobiles, also automobile industry. That is about M series. Next, secure core and FPGA cores. Two more advanced ARM processors are there. Secure core processors and FPGA processors. Secure core processors for high security applications like EMV chip card applications. We use these secure core processors. The FPGA cores, processors for FPGA, field programmable gate array. We use this type of processors. These are the advanced versions. These are used for industrial applications. So high-end applications, for high-end applications, to design high-end devices, we use a secure core and FPGA core processors. These are also two variants of ARM processors along with A profile, R profile, and M profile processors. So that is about advanced ARM processors. As I said, there are only two major topics in the 5th unit. So one of them we have completed, advanced ARM processors. And the next one is OMAP processor. OMAP means Open Multimedia Application Platform. Open Multimedia Application Platform. Till now we have discussed about in the MPMC subject. We discussed about 86 processor, 8051 microcontroller, and ARM processor, and variants of different ARM processors. But Open Multimedia Applications Platform processor is a combination of two processors, two cores. It is a two-core processor, dual core processor. One of the core in OMAP processor is ARM processor, and the other one is DSP processor. You can use any ARM processor as one of the core, and any DSP processor as one of the core. I think you studied about the different DSP processors in your DSP subject. I'm not going to explain about the different series of DSP processors. It is not required here in MPMC. So the OMAP SoC family, it is based on the OMAP SoC family is based on a two-processor system. One is ARM processor, and another one is Texas Instruments DSP processor. It is a series of image or video processors. OMAP is used in image processing and video processing. In live streaming, we use these OMAP processors. So that is why two cores are there. One of the core handles a specific type of tasks, and the other DSP. You know the applications of DSP process in digital signal processing. For digital signal processing, we use these DSP processors. For digital signal processing applications, all the digital signal processing applications are handled by the DSP processor, and all the general purpose applications are handled by the ARM processor. The ARM is one of the general purpose processor used as one of the core in OMAP processor, and the DSP is a special purpose processor which is used as the second core in the OMAP processor to perform operations or to handle the operations on the digital signals. So it is a series of, there are different versions of OMAP processors. It is a series of image and video processor. As I mentioned earlier, the ARM processor is a general purpose processor designed with a reduced instruction set. It is a RISC-based processor, and the DSP is a special purpose processor. ARM is used as a general purpose processor, and DSP is used as a special purpose processor. The complete OMAP family is categorized into three types: integrated modem and application processors, basic multimedia applications processors, high performance applications processor. The complete OMAP family is divided into, categorized into three groups: integrated modem and applications processor, basic multimedia applications processors, high performance applications processor. So we will discuss about these three. categories of processors. First category is integrated modem and applications processor. So these are marketed only and used by handset manufacturers, mobile manufacturers. These are marketed and used by only the handset manufacturers like Samsung, Lenovo, Sony, Nokia, Toshiba. Different manufacturers are there, handset manufacturers, mobile phone manufacturers. So these integrated modem and applications processors are marketed and used by only the handset manufacturers. Many of the newer versions are highly integrated for use in very low cost cell phones. Most of these processors are used in very low cost cell phones. Examples: Toshiba G710. The OMAP processor used in Toshiba G710 is OMAP version 1030. So here in this table you can find various integrated modems and applications of OMAP processors, different versions. All these versions they come under integrated modems and applications of OMAP processors. OMAP version 1035, 1030, 1030, OMAP 850, 750, 733, 730, 710. These are the different series of OMAP processor which we find in this category: integrated modems and applications of OMAP processors. And in this table I mentioned the application of each version of the OMAP processor. 1035 is used in single chip edge technology processors. 1030 is used in ARM 926 TEJ processors, GSM and GPRS edge. Likewise, I mentioned the application of each and every processor we find in the integrated modems and applications processor. We'll take one of the series of this process, OMAP. Here, this is the architecture of OMAP version 1030. This OMAP version 1030 is found. It is available in integrated modems and applications processors category. You find this in that category of OMAP processors. And this use the application of this OMAP version 1030 is GSM, GPRS and edge technologies. To provide these features, the GSM, GPRS and edge technology features in mobiles, we use this OMAP version 1030 processor as one of the core. You know, nowadays all the smartphones comes with octa-core. In future we may have more number of octa-cores or 8 core, more than 8 cores also. Already I think one of the smartphone is there in market. 10 core deca-core processor is also there. In future more number of cores will be integrated inside the chip. So this OMAP version 1030 processor is used for GSM, GPRS and edge technologies, and this is the architecture of the processor. The outside ones, all these blocks are used to communicate with the external world. SDRAM, synchronous dynamic RAM, NOR flash and NAND flash. They will insert different types of memory chips into the smartphone. So to read the data from those memory chips, memory cards, or to read the data from the internal memory, these are the blocks responsible. And for Bluetooth operations, we use this application, BlueLink. Then for GPS, global positioning systems, we use NaviLink. This is the interface we provide to this OMAP version 1030. And for mobile wireless LAN, WiLink is the feature interface added to this processor. Just you can, when the question is asked like this, draw the architecture of OMAP processor, you can draw any of the architectures that I'm going to show you. You can draw any of the processor architecture and explain about each and every block. By saying the block, you can write, you can elaborate the answers. Sub LCD display. This is for handling the operations that are performed in the LCD. And for camera sensor, this is the block responsible. For SD cards and MMCs, this is the block responsible. And USB OTG connector, on the go connector, this is a block responsible. Then for battery applications, we can have power applications, this is a block responsible. Microphone, hi-fi, speaker phone, then LED. You'll find all these features in the smartphones and in feature phones also. So this is the basic version of the processor, which we find in the integrated modems and application process category. That is about OMAP version 1030. These are some of the features mentioned. Before all these features, so for video recording, playback and streaming downloads, we use this OMAP version 1030. Full range of audio codecs. Almost all the audio codecs are mentioned here: MP3, AAC, MIDI, ADPCM. Then image formats are also almost all the image codecs are also supported by OMAP version 1030. Then this is for video recording and streaming downloads. 30 frames per second are recorded, or if QCIF is used, 30 frames per second are recorded by the OMAP version 1030. QCIF means quarter common intermediate format. Quarter common intermediate format. The resolution supported by QCIF is 176 by 144. 176 lines, 176 pixels and 144 lines. You know the resolution. I think you might have studied about the resolution in the DSP. 176 pixels and 144 lines will be there. If QCIF, this is one of the standard used for video recording, and the CIF means common intermediate format. Common intermediate format, using this feature, this standard, 15 frames per second are recorded or downloaded by this OMAP version 1030 processor. CIF resolution is 4 times greater than QCIF. Multiply this 176 and 144 by 5. I think 376 by 252. The resolution is 376 by 252 in CIF format. And a few more features are there. 2D and 3D gaming. For 2D and 3D gaming also, we use OMAP version 1030 supports 2D and 3D gaming. Enhanced connectivity options including Bluetooth, wireless LAN, GPS. Then 4 reference design, 3 UARTs are there: SD-RAM, SIM, USIM, subscriber identification module. USIM means, what is USIM? Universal subscriber identity module. So different types of USIMs are also supported. I think the SIM cards are the SIM cards we use in India. USIMs are used in other countries. And EMV smart card controllers. EMV means EMV chip cards are there. ATMs, credit cards and debit cards comes with EMV chip. EMV means Europay, Master, and Visa. E means Europay. M means Mastercard. V means Visa. So global debit and credit card transactions are supported by EMV chip cards. Then IRDA, infrared control, for infrared control also. Infrared control also supported by OMAP version 1030. USB OTG is there. Basically, it was the main aim. The roadmap for designing this OMAP version 1030 is to integrate the RF functions and digital CMOS functions. OMAP version 1030 was designed. The second category of OMAP processors. So I'll take only 15 minutes. Please be patient. I'll take only 15 minutes. So Ramana, I'll answer the questions later at the end. The last 5 minutes, I'll answer all the questions. The second category of OMAP family is basic multimedia application process, and these are the different variants. OMAP DM270, 299, 500, 510, 515, 525, and applications also I mentioned in this table. So please go through the table. DM means digital multimedia. Here DM stands for digital multimedia applications. This is one of the process architecture, OMAP DM5 series architecture. Here image coprocessor is there, ARM processor is there, video coprocessor is there, image signal processor is there. So directly we'll discuss about the features. Integrated video coprocessor is one of the feature of the OMAP digital multimedia 5 series processor. Then integrated image signal processor, advanced image and video features, hardware imaging, noising filter, flexible feature interfaces like for power management, memory interface, signal conditioning circuits, iris recognition, autofocus, motor controls, easily connected to external TV, easily view content with others, like screen sharing. This is the table which describes the comparison among the three different variants of digital multimedia processors, basic multimedia application processors, DM510 series, 515 series, 525 series. Please refer this table. So still image, the parameters, left side I mentioned the parameters. If you take the still image support, OMAP digital multimedia 510 series supports up to 8 megapixels, 515 supports up to 12 megapixels, 525 supports up to 20 megapixels. Likewise, H.264 camcorder performance. This is for video streaming and downloading and capturing the videos. The resolution supported is 720 pixels at 24 frames per second. If the codec used is MPEG4, then this is the format supported. 25 frames per second are can be downloaded, and likewise I mentioned all the parameters. If you take the memory as a parameter, 128 MB of stacked DDR is the DDR supported by the DM510 processor. Likewise, in DM515, 256 MB MDDR is supported. Then the last category of OMAP processors is high performance application process. As the name implies, these are used in high-end applications. Like in ARM processors, high-end applications, we prefer secure core process and FPGA core process. Likewise, in OMAP family also, high performance, high-end applications, we prefer high performance application processors. Okay, the different variants, the different series of processors available under this category are OMAP 1 to 5, OMAP 1, OMAP 2, OMAP 3, 4, and 5. So OMAP 1 under OMAP 1 again different versions are there. The applications are mentioned in this table, and this is the OMAP 1710 block diagram. Likewise, I mentioned the features of this processor also. Then coming to OMAP 2, OMAP 2 These are the different series available: 2431, 2430, 2420, and their applications are also mentioned in the table. I'm not going to explain each and every feature, each and every point. You go through the PDF, you can easily understand because only few of the students were logged in. Okay, you go through the PDF. I'll share the PDF. If you have any doubts, please ask me. Then OMAP 2420 processors. OMAP 2, one of the series of the OMAP 2 processor is OMAP 2420, and this is the architecture of the OMAP 2420 series processor, and its features are mentioned here. OMAP 3, OMAP 3410, 3610, 3420, 36 different variants are there, and OMAP 3 features are mentioned in this table. When coming to OMAP 4, there are different variants again, like in the previous OMAP processors. All these comes under high performance OMAP application processors. This is the architecture of the OMAP 44 series processor. Its features, then OMAP 5 features, architecture, and processor family comparison. The two variants are there in OMAP 5, 5430 and 5430 and 5432. This table describes the comparisons between 5430 and 5432, and this is how the OMAP device lined up. Feature phones, in feature phones we find OMAP version 1030, 1035, and future OMAP processors. In smartphones we find OMAP 3 series processors, OMAP 5 series processors, and some DM series processors also we can find. Some integrated modem application processors also we can find on the 1710. And for multimedia smartphones we find OMAP 2 series processors, 2420, 2430, OMAP 3, OMAP 340 series processor. So this is how the OMAP devices lined up. OMAP processors, OMAP 2 processors, OMAP 3 processors. That is about OMAP processors.